Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Emma and I make art videos, and for today's video I am working on a painting of the character Hayley from the video game Stardew Valley. Now I know lately I've been uploading a lot of vlog videos which have been good, but I thought it was time to give you all an actual art video where I'm showing you the creative process. And this painting has taken me a while to work on because I actually work on it over on Twitch during my live stream. I live stream creative once a week, every Tuesday, 10 AM Australian Eastern Standard Time, and I basically allocate that time slot for working on this painting. So I still have a lot to go. At the moment, I have only painted 4 characters, so I thought, why don't I just select some of the footage from one character and show you all kind of early on, because when I do upload the final video featuring all 12 characters I think there is, it's going to be like very sped up. So I figured this way it slows it down a bit for you all. You can kind of see a bit more and I can talk a bit more in depth about the process. And I recently finished painting the character Hayley, so I thought I would choose her. I feel like she's also a popular choice for people in the game, even though she does kind of start off being really mean. I've heard that her story gets better. I personally haven't pursued her in the game before, so I'm not entirely sure her story, but I thought it would be a good character to show you all. But if there are any others that you would like to see the individual process for, please let me know. As you can see, I have finished Emily on the left. I've also finished Shane, and I've actually finished Alex, who's on the right, who's to the right of Hayley. Sorry, I feel like I haven't done a voiceover in ages, so I'm struggling a bit. But yes, if you would like to see any of those as an individual video, let me know. And even for future characters, obviously I haven't painted them yet, but when I do, I would be happy to make those individual videos leading up to the final video featuring all 12 characters. So my process for this piece is pretty similar for every single character. I've kind of got a really good method for doing so. So I usually start with just adding some base colors, so a base skin tone and hair color and everything else, just so I have some kind of idea of what it's going to look like. And from there I can change the colors if I need to. And I tend to work kind of like back to front, if that makes sense. So I'll usually do the detail on the eyes first, because the eyes are, I guess, behind the skin. And for me, that just works easier in my brain. You know, if I'm doing the details on the eyes and I accidentally paint kind of outside of the eye lines, it doesn't really matter because I'm going to go over like the skin and the line work afterwards anyway, and I can clean those up. So I kind of use that approach. So I generally go eyes, skin tone, skin features on the face, and then the hair, and that's pretty much it. And then once I've put all of those base colors in, then I go over with the line work. And I've been using that process for most of the characters and it works really well. I find the main struggle is actually trying to work out the right colors for each character, because each character has a different skin tone and I don't want them to look, you know, all the same. I want, you know, some diversity in there, and creating skin tones is quite difficult. What I generally do is I mix one together. I pre-make a color so that I can just use that for a while, and I've been basing every color off that base skin tone. So if I need to make it darker, I'll make it darker. If I need to make it lighter, I can make it lighter. And that way I'm not constantly creating a new skin tone all of the time. I mean, I do need to add colors to it, but it's not like I'm starting from scratch, and it just makes it easier. And yeah, that's pretty much my process. I don't know if there's really anything else I feel a need to mention at all. I do have a really cool green paintbrush that I've been using. I did show that in one of my vlogs recently. I got these really cool colorful paintbrushes, and this green one is like the perfect paintbrush for like the really thin lines, because I didn't really have one that was good for that kind of stuff, and I tend to do a lot of fine details, and it works really well for that. I did actually struggle with Hayley's skin tone a bit with this piece, because her character to me seems like a really pretty, maybe a bit ditzy kind of girl, typical blonde hair, tan skin. So I wanted to go for kind of like a fake tan kind of look, where it was like almost okay, but kind of a bit too orange. But I think her skin tone actually turned out really nice, and it doesn't look like a fake tan, but she definitely is tan, like a lot more tan than Emily on the left there. Emily's very pale, but I'm really happy with how that turned out. And another thing you'll notice is I'm not doing a lot of shading, and that's definitely on purpose. I didn't want to make them look like super realistic. My aim for this painting is basically just portraying them in my own style, but I still want them to look like themselves, you know. I still want them to be recognizable, but just, oh hey, they look a little bit different, you know, they're more in my own style. And I think Hayley actually turned out really well. She looks different enough from the game, but I think she looks like my style. So yeah, I'm happy with how she turned out. There's some of the other characters that I'm not super happy with, or they look more like they are from the game, but it is quite difficult trying to get that balance like perfect. But yeah, we'll see how the rest of them turn out. If you'd like to watch me paint more of this piece in real time, please go follow my Twitch. I'm also on Patreon, and I don't think there's really anything else to promote at the moment. Make sure you subscribe if you like my channel, and click that notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos, because I feel like a lot of you are missing them. So please do that. I'm sorry for not being as active on YouTube more recently. I'm going to try and be a bit more active, but yes, anyway, here is the finished piece. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all next time.